Women are so entitled, even bisexual women are running back to men. Never thought I'd see the day. I got a banger from manhood. Let's get straight into it.
So as you may remember, I came out as bisexual last year. And since then, I have been dating women. And what I found very fascinating is that the more I date women, the more I find myself understanding heterosexual men.
Yeah, welcome to our world, honey.
Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl who asked me out, by the way, this is relevant, because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice.
This is what we call in the industry a foodie call. Women do this all the time. They take men out on dates, or vice versa. Men take women out on dates, and these women are just looking to get a quick bite, a little foodie call.
Also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again. It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my God, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really—
We don't care, but that's the thing. These women really think we care about all this makeup. We have a lot of men that watch. Guys, do you like a woman's natural look? Maybe slightly enhanced with a little bit of makeup? I'd rather see what you look like fresh out the shower. Natural look. I don't want to be hit with no bamboozling, tomfoolery, switcheroonies. I don't want none of that. We don't like switcheroonies here. I like to know what you look like. I don't need all the makeup. Y'all do the makeup to compete with each other, not for our amusement. You don't do that for the acceptance of men. Men accept who you are out the box.
Really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too. But we were both girls in this situation. We both took hours to get ready, so I definitely felt slighted. Exhibit B. On another date, I went back to a girl's house and I ended up making friends with her cat. That's not a pun. I'm talking about her literal, actual animal. And she said, wow, my cat never likes anyone.
Ooh.
You're a liar!
If they say that, bro, you ain't the first one, buddy. Oh, they don't like anybody. She's lying.
Go out and buy a wedding dress.
Wait, say it. Run that back, Turbo.
Dress. That's not a pun. I'm talking about her literal, actual animal. And she said, wow, my cat never likes anyone. I better go out and buy a wedding dress.
I have heard that lesbians move really quickly. Like, I've seen a lot of tropes on TikTok. I don't know how true it is, but like lesbians apparently, like, they hang out hard for like a week. And like, let's get married, let's be together. And it's like, it's super weird. They're ridiculously clingy. I don't know if it's true though.
And again, I felt like I got some serious perspective. I have been guilty of making these kinds of jokes on dates with men. I never really thought anything of it. I was just being silly. But then when I was on the receiving end of it, I suddenly understood the panic.
It's always amusing when women finally get a taste of their own behavior and act like they've discovered a new species.
For real though, my dildo, like, ladies, this is stuff that we've had to deal with for ages. We have to deal with this insane behavior all the time. We have to be chivalrous. We have to be masculine out the box, but yet we have to earn everything from you. It's crazy work.
One girl invited me back into her house, and her specific words were, do you want to come in and make out? Obviously, I'm like, yeah, you're really pretty. I want to press my face to yours. But then when we got there, we both just sat on the couch, and she talked till like
Because you're supposed to make the move, dude.
3 a.m. And I was like, yo girl, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. I was told there would be kisses here. There are no kisses. And like, look, I don't wanna sound like an asshole. Like, I don't mind talking. I love talking. But she could have said, do you wanna come in and just talk? And I would have had totally different expectations for the evening. You know, finally I started falling asleep and I was like, hey, I gotta go. And I gave her one kiss and left. And I felt sad that the amount of kisses promised did not equal the amount of kisses delivered. And once again, I felt like a dude who was upset that I did not receive the expected physical kisses I was promised. And I wanted to talk about this because I felt like this has really been expanding my perspective when it comes to dating. I finally understand a lot of the complaints complaints my male friends have about dating that I admit I would usually dismiss. But now I really get it when they say, dating is just so expensive, man.
Sometimes I feel like a girl doesn't even like me for me. She just wants, like, a boyfriend.
I wish it were more socially expected to go Dutch on the first few dates, but you're like a jerk if you even suggest it. And any experience that expands your compassion and understanding is one that I think is worthy of sharing.
I like this chick. Shout out to her for doing this. I wish more women had to do this. I feel like if more women had to do this, they would start to realize how awful and muddy the water is when it comes to the modern dating market. Men are expected to do so much straight up right out the box that women aren't expected to. Women aren't expected to be fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive. They're not expected to do that. Like, a man has to earn all of that. But us as men, we have to be strong, masculine, chivalrous. We have to pay. We have to be a protector, a provider from the jiggity jump. What are you talking about? From the jump, I gotta want to provide and protect you? No. Unless you washing my feet and making me a meal. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real though, my deal though, like, it seems like, in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree, it seems like as men, we have to earn a woman's femininity, whereas a woman doesn't have to earn a man's masculinity. Maybe that's part of the reason they're so entitled. Maybe that's part of the reason why the modern dating market is so awful. But I've always said this, from what I've learned and from what I've seen, is women are taught at an early age what to expect from a man. But women are never taught what a man expects from them. They're never taught that they need to do certain things. They're never taught the expectations that a man will have for them. They're never taught the things that men find attractive in a woman. They're always just taught what a man should do. And so there's ridiculously high standards and expectations of men, but extremely low expectations and standards for women. Women think that showing up is enough. Are you kidding me, dude? Imagine if a guy was like, showing up is enough. You would look like an idiot.
You stupid.
Showing up? Well, I showed up, didn't I? Well, I put on my jeans. And I showed up, I did my hair, didn't I? And it's so funny to me that women think that how much money they spend on their makeup equates to how much the date is worth and why we should have to pay. I didn't ask you to buy none of that stuff. You know the company MAC? MAC, it stands for makeup ain't cheap. That's why, and Ulta, it should be ultra expensive is what it should be called, because that stuff is ridiculous. I'll go out there with Cass, she'll get a tube of something that's this big. I swear to Jeeves, this big. I'll be like, it's probably $12. $50. $60. Like, what does it do? Make my credit score better? Why is that stuff so expensive? Well, it's this certain foundation I have to have, and it's just really good for I don't care. It's freaking expensive. You know what I could do with $50? We could go out on a nice date for $50. I could go to the movies and get 2 large popcorns and 2 large Cokes for $50. It's insane to me. But they exploit women. It's one industry that will always be around because it's exploitative off of the insecurities of women. And women are typically very insecure. Because what is makeup? You're making up for a lack of aesthetic. Men don't do this stuff. Bro, I put soap on my face every night. I don't wear makeup. I got blemishes. I got rosacea. My hairline's running back like Randy Moss. Bro, I'll be cooked by the time I'm 50, but I'm not going to wear makeup. You know what I mean? Like, women have so many things to enhance their look. Guys, we really have 2 things. You got your hair and you got your beard. And if you ain't got a beard, you really got one thing. Especially when it comes to your face card. And when it comes to your body card, you got the gym and what you wear. But for guys, it's really easy. It's like those 4 things. Your haircut or your hairstyle. I'll include your beard, so we'll lump that into one. You got your body, and then you got your clothes. That's pretty much it, dude. But what matters more as a man is what comes out of your mouth. What matters more as a woman is what's in the mirror and what's on that frickin' scale. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. I had to switch up the song there. I'm sure you guys get tired of me singing it. Loki. Free? But dude, I feel like if every woman out there had to go out and date women, they would realize how bad it is, bro. It's just us as men. We're kind of just so used to it now. Like, well, we've accepted it. This is our fate. Not much we can do to change it. But women just think, oh, this is the way it should be. When in reality, it's so unbalanced. It's so unbalanced. Check this chick out. Things I've noticed about myself after dating men my whole life and now dating a woman. Let's see.
I've noticed about myself after dating men my whole life and now dating a woman. First, I can't hide my emotions anymore. And that is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a double-edged sword. My girlfriend notices she's so in tune with my emotions, which is such a beautiful and like amazing thing to feel so like seen and heard and understood. But nothing gets past her. No bad mood, no crabby, no sad, no nothing is going to get past her because she's going to see right through me and she's going to know what is wrong, why, what she can do to fix it. So there's really not a lot of like getting away with your emotions. Like she's gonna know. I no longer feel like I'm begging my partner to participate in activities that I want to do. We have similar interests. We're both girls. We like, if I say, do you want to go to Target? Do you want to go to Ulta? Do you want to go get a massage today? Do you want to go to the grocery store? She's gonna say yes. Like that's our ideal day. Thrifting, coffee shops, all the things.
Wasting money.
She wants to do all of it. Yes, we have different interests. She likes action movies. I like romances. We have differences that make us interesting, but for the most part, we want to do the same things.
Yeah, because you're both women.
You stupid.
How is this some profound thing? You're more like friends in that regard. I like to do guy stuff. Most of my buddies like cold beer. Most of my buddies like whiskey. Most of my buddies like smoking cigars. That's just dumb to me.
I think the relationship is all about them. They do. Everything is centered around what she wants. And if that's fine, in her mind, everything is cool. And
she's got a point there. Women do typically need to think that the relationship is all about them, their wants, their needs, their desires. And as long as those are fed and met, everything else is hunky-dory.
The things that I learned, because I f***ed this up so much. For a man to feel fully in his power and in his masculine, if that is his power zone, the things that women can do to mess that up is you can criticize your man, you can control your man or try to control him, or you can close down your heart. If a man can't feel her softness, can't feel her vulnerability, no attraction. And if a woman tries to control her man, because most men want to feel the ability to have total freedom, not good. And if a man feels criticized, if you're constantly trying to make him your project and this is what's wrong and let me make you better, ain't gonna do good.
Yeah, nagging, bro. Nagging eats up a lot of men. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Like when Cass wants to talk about something, we've come to a point now in our relationship where we're very in tune with each other, so we kind of know what each other's thinking. But I'll even be like, hey, do you want me to hear you out? Like if she's talking about something, a problem or something that bothers her, I'm like, do you want me to hear you out, or do you just want to talk about the problem? If you just want to talk about the problem, cool. I'll sit here and talk about the problem with you. I really will. I'll talk about the problem. Do you want a solution to your problem? Because if so, I can also help out with that. I saw this chick. There's some of her takes that are super solid. You're not going to believe, like, her look is going to throw you off because it's like, she looks a little ridiculous with the lip fillers, but some of these takes are pretty good.
If someone treats you like shit more than once, that's not a mistake, that's a message. He's not loyal, he's just scared to be alone. They are not confused, they just don't want you. You're not an overly nice person, you just lack boundaries and call it love. People like you better when you hate yourself. Most people don't actually want advice.
When you hate yourself, I don't know about that, but I think there is a certain level of endearment from other people when you have some humility. You know, chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. That's one thing I've always sprinkled in with my personality is roasting myself, making fun of myself. There's a sense of likability when it comes to your own humility and like roasting yourself and being harsh on yourself.
They just want you to validate them. If it makes them jealous, keep doing it. People will want you to do good, just never better than them. People who try to humble you are just uncomfortable with your power. And with themselves. People don't try to sabotage you because you're wrong or losing. They do it because you're right and winning. People don't like mirrors, especially ones that talk back.
That's why I would say life is a mirror, not a window. It's like, she's cooking with some of these, bro.
You're not dramatic, you're just the only one that can see what's really happening. People mock and make fun of what they secretly want. Haters aren't enemies, they're obsessed fans with no self-awareness. People will love you until other people love you too. Their opinion doesn't pay you, feed you, or raise your standards, so let it rot. Bro,
see, that's a good one. If their opinion doesn't pay you, feed you, or, you know what I'm saying?
So let it rot. Or raise your standards. Their opinion doesn't pay you, feed you, or raise your standards, so let it rot. They weren't being nice, they were just studying you. They don't really hate you, you just make them feel inferior. People with no identity will always hate on the people that built theirs. You don't need to clap back, just let them look crazy and be super embarrassed. You're not being excluded, you're being protected. Their hate is just grief over your growth. They'll turn on you once they realize they can't use you. If your confidence offends people, good. The people who say you think you're better than everyone already believe it. People don't gossip about nobodies. You're not an unlikable person, you're just hard to manipulate. They're not mad at you, they're just mad it's not them. You're the blueprint they'll never admit they copied. They'll call it ego because they couldn't match the same energy.
Bro, she was cooking with some of those, bro. I want one of those edits, though, because I know I say some foul things. I want one of those edits. That's why I added this sound. But I want one of those edits, bro. If anybody can do clips, bro, please hit me up. I need some clips, man. I need some clips for YouTube, Twitter, etc.
Those women that care and watch how much money you spend and how much money you spending on them, they don't like you.
Dude, this take right here is solid. This chick was missing on a previous episode we did of her, but she hits the nail on the head on this one.
You know what's crazy, though?
That's crazy.
Those women that care and watch how much money you spend and how much money you spending on them, they don't like you. Because a woman that likes you don't want you to spend all your money because she's mindful of the union and the partnership that y'all are building.
There it is.
If that woman is like, ooh, like women that are like, ooh, I need to get my hair and my nails done. Why is your hair and your nails not already done? This should be a lifestyle. Like if you literally, it's one thing to be like, oh yeah, because, you know, I have an appointment from here. I'm going to get my hair done. It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I have my hair appointment. I have zero expectation for a man to be like, oh, here you go. You got to, no. Now, if it happens, I love that for me. But it's not an expectation because it doesn't need to be.
So this is something I've talked about in previous episodes where I talk about a woman that's truly for you will see you as a collective and see your finances as a unit. They won't see your finances as just a piggy bank to draw from. Like Cass is very mindful of that, and she never abuses it. She's always like, we can't afford that. Like if it's something, even if she really likes it, like she's been getting maternity sets and stuff like that. There's really nice stuff at Target, but she's like, baby, I'll just get something on Amazon. It's way cheaper. It's half the price. And the quality's okay, but like she's willing to make sacrifices on things she would typically splurge on because now all of our finances are one. And so that's when you know you got a good one. Because a good one will look at your money as our money instead of just like, well, your money's your money and my money's my money. That's a very split up mindset. It's a very individualistic, selfish mindset for a woman to have. That's where you got to be very mindful. And if a woman's cool with you just splurging on her all the time, she really doesn't have respect for you because she doesn't see you as a potential partner and to say, oh, I want this guy to be financially savvy and not blow his money on me. I'd much rather have more money as a familial unit than to just let you blow, you know, whatever money you have. Like, you got to be careful. You got to be careful out there in those streets, bro. You got to be super careful. But Loki, did you have a good time today? He's like, Dad, I just want another treat if you could. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next one, man. It was good to have you guys out. Peace.